It's week 4 of the National Football League, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC North. It's the Ravens and the Browns, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
We are within shouting distance of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football on the lakeside here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten, and we're off in week 4. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now the Cleveland offense ready to go to work behind the 3-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his 2nd season now as a Brown, number 7 overall.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
He can't get him down. Shrugs off another. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 8 carries, 57 yards.
That's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Then they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Well, the Ravens make their way out on offense, and they're led by their 25-year-old quarterback, undrafted out of Utah, Tyler Huntley.
A 3-year starter at the University of Utah. He got his NFL opportunity as Lamar Jackson's backup in Baltimore, mainly because he possessed similar qualities. Excellent runner, big-time arm, just has to grow in accuracy and avoiding mistakes.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Huntley looks to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Huntley. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. 2nd drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Watson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore, 46 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, here's the option. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. You look at this Browns defense. This unit, they struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for it in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. Here's Huntley. Caught left side, it's Beckham. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. These two teams all tied after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Huntley working from the gun. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's the option. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the 1st. Now Huntley. It's caught. Beckham. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
To throw, Huntley. A short throw caught by Andrews. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Huntley. Complete to Likely. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Huntley to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back around the 18-yard line. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Deshaun Watson leading the Browns offense back out there. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down. Now it's Watson. Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Watson now to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Back to throw, Watson. And that's incomplete.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
Watson looks to throw again. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. A heck of a move.
Man.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw here, Huntley. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. On 1st and 10, Watson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. 3rd down, here's Huntley now. Nowhere to go here, he lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. That's taken on the 25. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. To throw is Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot before the break, Watson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Huntley looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Out of the gun, Huntley. And he'll be corralled right around around the 34. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 3rd down, Huntley. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
In motion left, Bateman. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Huntley. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach in it. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. They go quickly here out to Moore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Watson. Right back to Njoku. So he stopped for no gain, and that will bring up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 37-yard line.
Again, it's Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. A gain there of 21 yards.
How about that play for Peoples-Jones, and how about the 2022 he had? Former 6th-rounder topped 800 yards, going from primarily a deep threat to a well-rounded starting receiver.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down the field as well.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a big...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. And they'll begin by running the option. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. And they'll try to run the option here. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Here's Huntley. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So here are the Browns to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Watson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10.
Throwing again. Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Watson. That is caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Chubb on 1st down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now it's Watson. And that is is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A 50-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
So the Ravens now down by 7, a minute 45 to play. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Still going. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Beckham with career touchdown number 60. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we're usually talking about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Will use the first of their 3 timeouts as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. To throw, Watson. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Here's Watson. Connects with Peoples-Jones. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Watson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Returning it, Justice Hill. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
On 2nd and 10, here's Huntley. And that nearly picked off. Oh, that would have been a big INT here in overtime. Instead, we'll get another shot on 3rd down. Huntley to throw. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Pulled in at the 24. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Browns getting set to go. Now their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points. And now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick 6, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
First throw in OT for Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now it's Watson. Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to him.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series brought everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is thrown at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
Watson gets this to Moore. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short game. Now Watson. He's going to look deep for Moore. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. Now Huntley. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Thornhill. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33. So that's it. No double overtime until the playoffs roll around. So that means this one ends in a tie.
Yeah, that's ultimately unsatisfying for both teams, the fan bases. Heck, for us, we came here to see a winner, right?
We did.
Winner and a loser. We didn't get it. We end up with a tie. Everyone walks away. A little bit cranky on this one.
Man.
Yeah.
MEH, man.